Hey everybody, it's Phil Tangora, aka One Beast Mode, and I want to break down a few charts for you guys. We know that we were watching this chain link chart here last week. We know that we had broken the trend here. You had your upsloping trend line. Once we saw us break trend and confirm, I said, hey, we are vulnerable to really come into some support levels with the big target down here all the way around 1230 on this chart. It seemed a little outlandish at the time, but boom, you got the crack of support. Then over the weekend, a big flush to the downside. And where did you go? Right into our target zone around 1230, where we are catching a nice little bounce back to the upside. So overall, nice flushes here on crypto. You can take a look at Solana as well. Came right into this retrace level here on the chart along with this upsloping trend line. You did catch that nice little bounce here over the last 24 hours, but you can see us starting to fade this bounce just a little bit. So this week, let's watch your pattern. We know these charts are vulnerable for some flushes to the downside, and that's exactly what we got. But support was hit, and they were pretty major support zones, and now we're seeing that bounce back up. From here, we want to watch this pattern. Do we rally back hard enough to essentially recapture support and continue the bullish move, or will we roll back over and break down from support? One thing I am watching is actually the stock market, because if the stock market does start to sell on fear, I think that could definitely leak over into crypto, kind of like it did over the weekend. And if the Qs right here, NASDAQ, really starts to sell, I think you could come all the way back into this lower trend line, which could be a big, obviously, sell-off here over the next few weeks to months. And if that happens, you definitely want to watch crypto as it could become weak. I want to take a look quickly at this IWM chart. This is the Russell, essentially the Russell 2000, another ETF here in the market that contains 2,000 stocks, which really gives me a leading indicator of what's going on. And you can see definitely some weakness here in the Russell. You have an upsloping trend line, which is essentially this nice little uptrend that we've been in. We are flirting with a breakdown here. So we already broke down from it last week on Friday, and today we are getting follow through. So if IWM continues to sell, I think that could leak over into the other markets and essentially bring in some weakness and some fears, which could definitely trigger some bigger sells in these markets. So let's just watch for that. Nice cracks over the weekend in crypto, a little bit of weakness here this morning in the stock market, but I want to see if it does continue, and if it does, you want to watch out below, because there is some lower levels that could really be tagged on these charts. So nice rally back here on crypto to start the day. Nice little rally on the market to start the morning, but you are seeing a little bit of cracks and weakness still here via the IWM. And if this one starts to sell, I think the rest could maybe follow. So let's really watch and see. We know support zones were tagged, but from here, let's watch for a pattern to see what is likely to come. Thank you guys for watching. Pretty impressive to see that the chain link chart that I showed you guys last week actually really flushed into our key level. Hopefully you guys made some money on this play, and I will continue to bring some more alpha as these charts do unfold themselves. Thank you guys for supporting this channel. Have a wonderful day.